It's only fitting that we start this season's decorating tips with the star. It's the first tip for many decorators and the most popular. There's a lot of sizes out there, anywhere from the number 13, which is the very small one, to larger ones. I like to use a tip 18 a lot, but there's also 4B and 1M that are very, very large stars, and you also have the triple star that you can use. But let me show you how to make your star. I'm using a tip 18 since I said that was my favorite one. You're going to hold it anywhere from 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch above the cake. You're going to squeeze, stop squeezing, and lift. Squeeze, stop squeezing, and lift. And you see I'm putting them here in a row, so if I wanted to cover a cake, you could cover your entire cake from this. And here's a cake that we have actually covered all over with stars, and you can see how exciting that can be, you know, just by using different colors and outlining with the star tip in the colors. Now, you can also use it as a border. That's probably one of the most popular things that you will do with a cake, to use it as a bottom or a top border. And you just keep putting your stars one next to the other in a row, and it just adds such a fresh touch. If you wanted to, for your top border, you could use a smaller star tip, and for your bottom border, you could use a larger star tip so that you'd have some different dimension on your cake. Now, over here on this other cake, you can see that we've taken a cookie cutter and we've imprinted it in the icing and then outlined with it. You can also do your monogram with it. Because of the edges that you have with the star tip, it gives a nice definition. This particular cake also has a variety of sizes of star tips on there, just scattered around. That looks really nice. You can also make a candle holder. Let me show you that. You just start out with a star, and then you bring it around, and that's actually a rosette that's there, but you can also just let that build up like a star, and you have a very full star, and then that will hold your candle. And then the other thing, the last thing I want to show you, make sure my candles are straight, is I'm using a tip number 22, and I'm just going to hold it a little higher above the cupcake, and I'm just going to squeeze, 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 and let it build up, and that's what I call a fantasy flower. And you can make some really quick cupcakes look very cute with that fantasy flower. I'm just adding a 352 leaf there. So I think you'll really enjoy using your star tips because there's so many things that you can do with them.
Next on Ask Nancy, 4 basic icing tips.